Finds an open man, flips it to the big fella, fake, shoots, and hits! He hit! He hit! He hit! He hit! He hit! The Dutchman is being mobbed! He hit it center court! And the Magic are beaten at the horn as the big fella nails it from the free throw line! And this crowd is delirious!
Now on NBA Inside Stuff, the Pacers' Reggie Miller lets us in on his secret to hitting game-winning shots.
Watch the inside stuff and you'll understand where it all comes from, okay?
You'll meet the new kid at school, the Pistons' Grant Hill. And we'll wrap with Dennis Scott, whose shooting has been hot.
Ping, ping, ping. Baseline fade away like Bernard King.
Check this out. They got a score here. Now up to Hill. Oh, boy!
I didn't know that bowling was so easy, man.
Damn. Oh, Elijah. Rewind. Get him off the block. Play some defense. Push him. It's in the hole.
I'm looking buff on the inside stuff. NBA inside stuff. You gotta love it. I love this game.
It is showtime. Oh, my. Right down the middle.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ahmad Rashad, and you are
Willow Bay.
And that was a wonderful game, wasn't it? All together we counted. My man said, he hit, he hit, he hit. I wonder if he's embarrassed when he hears that plays back. Anyway, the buzzer beater was by Rick Smits, and today I'll talk to Rick's teammate, a guy who knows all about hitting clutch shots. He's the leader of the Pacers, Reggie Miller.
Last night, the Pacers were trying to keep their season alive. Down 3-2 in the Eastern Conference Finals, they met the Magic in Game 6 at Market Square Arena.
Early on, some sloppy play by the Magic and hustle by Reggie jump-started the Pacers.
And a steal by Miller. Reggie Miller.
Penny Hardaway tried to answer for the Magic with his strong drive and layup.
Hardaway going all the way, and what a move.
But with the Pacers facing elimination, Reggie stepped up.
Miller to the spin.
Miller took over, hitting from everywhere as he scored 28 first-half points and 36 for the game.
Reggie Miller again. Jackson pushing it down. Ball fakes, gets it to Miller for three. Yes.
Everything was going right for the Pacers as they led by as many as 35 in the third quarter and force a Game 7 on Sunday.
So this series is tied at 3.
And for the McDonald's game break of the night, Mark Jackson finds Reggie Miller backdoor as the Pacers crush the Magic.
It has been one of those magical quarters for Reggie Miller.
It all comes down to a 7th and deciding game tomorrow night right here on NBC. The winner moves on to face the defending champion Rockets in the NBA Finals beginning next Wednesday night.
As Reggie Miller looks to tomorrow, it's Game 7 on the road, the entire arena against him. And he wouldn't have it any other way. Pressure situations bring out the best in Miller, as he has shown so many times in the playoffs. But besides being a superstar who can shoot the lights out, Reggie is also one of basketball's great showmen.
Good evening and welcome to another edition of Interesting People.
That's a good call. With his fiery leadership and flamboyant style, Reggie Miller has sparked the rise of the Indiana Pacers, and he's brought a touch of Hollywood to the heartland.
He's got a different little style than all the men today. He does his thing with a swing.
Oh, nice off the dribble, off the whoa! What a move! Spectacular move by Reggie Miller.
You seem to have so much joy. I mean, so you really enjoy playing this game. Well, I love entertaining, and, you know, to see the kids jump up and out of their seats, and even when you're on the road and everyone's yelling and screaming at you, that's entertainment in itself, because these people all day, from 9 to 5, have fixated to come to the game and purposely yell at you. So, I mean, it's great. It's the best feeling.
The Indiana Pacers trying to stay alive.
Everyone should win their games at home, you know, and you're in a comfort zone. The surroundings are suited for you, but when you go on the road, it's 12 against 20,000. All the odds are against you. Sometimes you got to battle the officials.
I'm the captain. I can talk to you a minute.
You got to battle the fans.
Reggie! Reggie!
I thought you were going to say you hate that, but you don't, because no, I love that really gets you fired up. Yeah, the road is you know, that's the true test of a great team is if they can survive on the road.
Let's go back to that game 1 in New York this year against the Knicks.
Reggie Miller with a clutch tray, and it's 105-102. And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line and hits again.
Tie game. Was that one of the highlight games of your career?
I'd probably have to say so, just because of, you know, coming back with 16 or 17 seconds left on the clock.
Reggie Miller scoring 8 points in the final 32 seconds.
I think if New York doesn't lose that game, you know, we probably end up losing that series.
When you were a kid, did you ever imagine that one day you would be considered one of the greatest shooters in the history of the NBA?
Miller for 3. Yes.
Nobody has your repertoire. I like that word, repertoire.
Here's Reggie Miller going for the reverse.
Every time you shoot, I think it's going in. You must feel the same way.
Every time I do shoot, I always feel it's going in. I mean, as a shooter, you know, going against other great shooters, you always want to bring out your bag of tricks and so forth. So it doesn't matter. Yes. And sometimes, you know, when a defender's guarding you and stuff and you got your back to the basket, and instead of trolling all the way around, sometimes you just throw it behind your back. It's like, you know, I know the basket is behind me right now, so instead of just turning and doing like that, I might just flip it like that and it would go down. Yeah, you just step on over like this, and I was coming up, and, you know, you come out of the tunnel and so forth, and you just, yeah.
He has been all business in the conference finals, where he's run into his teammate from Dream Team 2, Shaquille O'Neal.
I was setting screens for him this past summer, and now I'm trying to screen on him, so it's a different kind of scenario.
Reggie has led the attack against Shaq and the Magic, but he's well aware that in the NBA, every headline act needs a solid supporting cast.
It was great for the city to get a lot of recognition, and everyone says Reggie Miller, but, you know, without Dale Davis and Mark Jackson and Rick Smits and those guys really helping me, you know, there would be no Reggie Miller, and this city has been fantastic for the support of the Pacers.
Reggie has given the Pacer fans a lot of thrills over the years, but playing at home is a challenge because all the fans there are behind him. He's so much happier when 19,000 people are booing him. Now, Reggie Miller may be the greatest shooter ever to play in the NBA, arguably.
What makes him so good in the clutch, do you think? Is it that confidence where he just figures every shot is going in?
It's very simple. They normally do go in.
You know, I can do that over the...
You can?
Yeah, he showed me.
Really?
Yeah, every one goes right in.
Yeah, but I like when you dunk better. Can I have the dunk one more time?
No, we don't want to take away from Reggie's shooting.
Yeah, but Reggie dunked in there too.
Okay.
One quick one. That's the dunk. There's still a lot more stuff to come, so don't go away. We are coming right back. Great dunk.
We want the inside stuff.
Still to come, you'll meet the USA Basketball Women's National Team.
Who's gonna stop them, baby?
And George Iceman Gervin, king of the finger roll, now lends young players a helping hand.
Ice, teach me that finger roll. Teach me that finger roll. I say, hey, it's hard to teach that one.
Now that's the inside stuff.
Deep beneath the Gotham City McDonald's, the time has come for the Gotham Glassware Collection. Get all your favorite characters from the movie Batman Forever, including Batman himself and the Riddler, chiseled in high-quality glass. Take a break at McDonald's and collect all 4. Just 99 cents each when you buy any McDonald's Extra Value meal or any other food purchase.
Here you are, sir. Batman.
Now I've got him.
Nah, I wasn't born with the basketball in my cradle. Though some believe we come out dunking once we are conceived. Superstar? I got it made, right? I went from nothing to something overnight. Well, don't believe the hype. I had to work to get to where I'm at, and that's a fact. Mom and Grandma raised me to be proud and instilled their philosophy in me, knowing no one can take that from me. Nah, I had to work to get here. At the Boys and Girls Club, at Memphis State, I had to work to be great.
Sequence 2, the official contact lens of the NBA, is offering 4 6-packs of Sequence 2 contact lenses for just $79. Call 1-800-EYES-789 or visit Sterling Optical, your sports vision headquarters.
I'm an intimidator. Like to block shots, getting up there, throwing it down. Let's add a little of my own razzmatazz to become me, Shaq.
Bausch & Lomb, the official contact lens of the NBA, presents Court Vision. Magic sharpshooter Dennis Scott has been lighting it up in the conference finals. He's burned the Pacers for 18 points a game, doing it from both inside and out.
You know, a lot of times I try to picture myself taking a shot and then going in before I even catch it. Shaq becoming a great passer out of double team, so now we've been able to use that eye-to-eye contact for that court vision to go ahead and knock down the big-time threes.
He's got 7 3-point shots in this ballgame.
There's only one long-range shooter on his team.
Every great team needs an outside threat, and the Pistons had Vinnie Johnson, who heated up so fast he was nicknamed the Microwave.
Triple drive. And throw for 3!
I used to watch Vinnie, and Vinnie used to come in and put up big numbers fast.
The Microwave is absolutely on fire. You're talking red hot, folks.
Boy, you're moving kind of slow. You gotta keep it up, now there you go.
I think that's the advantage I have by being a long-range shooter, that if you hit 3 or 4 shots in a row, that's 12, that's 12, 15 points.
And yes, he's filling it right now.
You know, just something that it's been going for me basically all my career, and when I get in there, hopefully I can get high every game. Of course, you want to get high every game.
Now, one thing Dennis could always do is shoot. He can finger roll too, but what he can do is really shoot. They call him 3D since he wears number 3, and of course he shoots the 3. Then there's number 33. The Detroit Pistons' Grant Hill, and the thing to call him is co-NBA Rookie of the Year. He shares that award with Jason Kidd.
What he also shared recently was some advice to students as Hill returned to junior high school for a day. An 8th grader won the honor of hosting Grant for an NBA stay-in-school assembly. When you open a pack of basketball cards, there's always that chance you'll find your favorite NBA player inside. And Grant Hill came to life as the guest of 14-year-old Joel Lemon, who won the Skybox Visit My School sweepstakes.
Hey, Joel, how you doing? Good. All right, you're looking sharp today.
Thanks.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Probably social studies.
Social studies. I was a history major in college, so that's good. Don't be nervous either. Okay. I'm nervous, but don't be nervous.
Please welcome Grant Hill.
I challenge each and every one of you to take advantage of your education, because not too many things in life are free. And for you guys, it is free. And it's something that will stay with you for the rest of your lives.
It's great to see him play, but also he should do stuff like this because some people look up to him and they'll follow his advice, and if he gives good advice, it'll influence them to do the right thing.
Well, I've had a lot of influences in my life, but I'd have to single out, probably my mother and my father. They were my role models. They were very positive to me, and I want to be like them. And people say they want to be like Mike. Well, I want to be like Janet and Calvin.
I just learned that not only do I have to respect myself, and I should respect my teachers, and in the future, if I take Grant's advice, I can be anything I want to be.
Grant said once he's through with basketball, he wants to be a lawyer or a teacher. But he admitted that in school, he was considered a nerd since he didn't hang out at the mall, didn't have a girlfriend, and couldn't break dance.
Well, hanging out at the mall is one thing. Not having a girlfriend, well, that's another. In Rewind, we'll relive one of the greatest endings in playoff history as the Magic lost the game and one announcer nearly lost his mind. Plus, a busy week for Shaq, flexing his muscles, practicing spelling, running over cameramen, and he also played a little basketball. And now, something that I've always wanted to do for about 5 years. For once, I get to throw it down to my man, Marv Albert, who's standing by at courtside.
Taking it from the Dean is indeed an honor, a very emotional moment.
Marv, I'd like to do this.
Matt, we're very, very busy here. Let's go to Rewind.
Thanks, Marv. Nice job. Saturday. Hey, baby, what's going on? Don't be shy. Reggie Miller sure isn't. He was on fire as the Pacers won Game 3. And Shaq was left totally confused.
Period. P-E-R-I-D.
Where's the old babe? Sunday, a bad hair day, and it wasn't the Rockets who were playing over their heads, but Benny Del Negro.
I didn't know he could dunk.
Monday, Game 4, final seconds. It looks like Reggie wins it.
Taking the shot.
Wait, check that. Apparently, it's Penny Hardaway who wins it.
There is the yes! With 1 3/10 seconds to go.
No, check that. still some more time left. I think Rick Smith wins it.
The big fella, I love this guy. He came through.
Come on, Reg, tell us how you really feel, babe.
I was so jealous of Rick. Well, I'm glad we won, but inside it's killing me.
Tuesday, it's a dream sequence as Akeem was putting on a one-man show. He told Doc Rivers, please take that somewhere else. Then he takes it to the Spurs again as the Rockets take Game 5.
42 for Olajuwon.
The game was fun. I enjoyed it.
Wednesday, the Shaq enjoyed himself before the game, trying to scare off the Pacers by looking buff on Inside Stuff. But here's the scarier sight. Shaq barreling down the lane and right into your face. Actually, it's the face of the cameraman, Dave Atkins, but he's feeling just super. So was Brian Shaw. This was just how he planned it.
That was the Shawshank redemption.
Thursday, Houston is looking to finally win one at home, and they send the Spurs home for good as the team seals it and the Rockets roll on.
The Houston Rockets are on their way back to the NBA Finals.
Should there be another MVP vote? What do you think?
So the home team managed to win after the road team had won every game in the Western Finals. What happened to the home court advantage? Well, Akeem Olajuwon put it this way, and I quote, "It's an advantage, but it's not an advantage unless you take advantage of it." Let's see if I have this straight. It's an advantage, but you have to take advantage, or is it not advantage until you get the advantage? Anyway, if Akeem said it, then it makes perfect sense to me. So I got playoff fever. Who cares? Go NBA, boy. This is the best time of the year. We'll be back with more stuff right after this. Like my hat?
Rewind is brought to you by Sprite. Image is nothing. Thirst is everything. Obey your thirst. Sprite.
John Kemp, well-known NBA superstar. You, not so well-known card collector. Typically, the superstar scores fame and glory. Now there's Collector's Choice Crash the Game from Upper Deck. 1 in 8 packs has a crash card like this. If your crash player gets 1,000 rebounds, you're the one who scores. This year, they're not just playing for the title, they're playing for you.
Hey, Sean, hit the boards or hit the road?
Hey, good morning and welcome to Today.
Come on, guys. You're such an inspiration. So hip, so hot, so happening to you and hey. That's a winning combination. Just wait till we get our hands on you. I can't wait, can't wait. Just wait till we get our hands on you. Hey.
You want to know about life, son? Life is like prime time in the NBA.
Either you hunt with the hounds or don't get off the porch. And when you train, you rain.
Now, this activity makes you thirsty.
Fortunately, the NBA has Gatorade, the sports drink the league plays on. And play on, you must.
That's life.
Say it with me now. Life is a sport. Drink it up.
Volleyball's hottest stars hit the sand at the Nestea Open in Atlanta. The AVP on NBC, Sunday at 5 Eastern.
No one does it better than George Gervin.
You know, I really like his style and the way he could just score on people with ease. So, you know, I've always had a special feeling when, when I watched him play.
Though they fell short of the finals, David Robinson and the Spurs had their best season ever. Now, before they had David Robinson, they had another player who was one of the greatest players of all time, and he was so cool that his nickname was the Iceman. His real name was George Gervin.
Today, George does community relations work for the Spurs. He wears another hat as well, a chef's hat, having cooked up a second career making TV commercials.
Greetings, Capitol. Today, the Iceman cooking Chris Webber's chicken and waffles.
Before the commercials, George served up finger rolls on his way to 4 scoring titles. Now he's looking to play some new roles.
They just let me loose and have fun. And I really want to get into movies and to film work. I really think that, I got an eye for that.
One thing I could do was finger roll.
Finger roll, puts it up and in. No one does it better than George Gervin. You've said it a million times, but you can say it a million more.
Why I designed that is because dunking is a lot easier to block
than it is a finger roll. See, because a finger roll, what I'm doing is just rolling it over the guy's fingers, and I'm throwing it up real high in the air so he can't have a chance to touch it. I really should have got it patented and sell it.
We can't just talk about basketball. We got to talk about what's important in your future, and that's education. Without your education, it makes life in the future for you real tough.
Through his work with the Spurs and his George Gervin Youth Center, he spreads the message to kids in San Antonio about the importance of staying in school.
So don't just look at George Gervin as a basketball player. Look at him as a mentor who wants somebody else to be successful like him.
We need role models. We need guys to look up to, not to necessarily be like, but just to hear from and to get some, get some direction from them. Oh, good touch, young fella.
It was a great feeling. He like one of my role models, and he encouraged me to work hard.
Make one now. Oh, good shot, big fella. Young fella! Young fella got game. It's each man's duty to teach another man to be a better man.
Through his youth center, George has begun a program training people to be mentors to inner city kids, helping them with their schoolwork and trying to steer them in the right direction. Now, I have to ask you this question. You know George better than I do. What's the deal with the cooking theme in the commercials?
Well, see, what you have to understand is George is a folk hero. When we were coming up, George was the man, and when he was on the court, he'd be cooking on you, see?
Okay.
So they just moved that right in the kitchen.
And it's so nice that the players have been sharing their recipes.
Yeah, see, because they realize George is the man. Now, we go now from the Iceman's finger rolls to Shaq Man and his dunks. The music for this week for the Jams is a group that you like.
Guess what that means?
Yeah, the song is called Plowed, and here it is, Jam Session. Well, I wake up some dreams,
Session is brought to you by Nike, who encourages you to participate in the lives of America's youth.
When it's time to go to the extreme, Top Stadium Club. Go one-on-one with every threat in the NBA. Then get their numbers nailed. The special insert cards, rising stars, talent on fire, clear cuts, a see-through view of the best in the game. Dynasty meets destiny. It all comes together. Top Stadium Club.
It's extreme!
Can I persuade you to take a sandwich with you, sir?
I'll get drive-through. Introducing McDonald's Superhero Burger. Tomatoes, crisp lettuce, the great taste of 2 cheeses melted over 3 beef patties on a superhero bun. It's McDonald's Taste of the Month everyone's making a break for.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?
Yo, Mars Blackman here, up after a bad dream. I dreamt Money retired.
It's time for me to move away from the game of basketball.
Then he became a baseball player who had trouble with the vicious double-A curveball. My room was filled with Birmingham Barons souvenirs. We did a baseball commercial for Mr. Nike together. Then he returned. Gave my beloved Knicks a double nickel. Can you imagine that? Nah.
Sequence 2, the official contact lens of the NBA, is offering 4 6-packs of Sequence 2 contact lenses for just $79. Call 1-800-EYES-789 or visit Sterling Optical, your sports vision headquarters. Hoop it up The world's largest 3-on-3 basketball tournament is back with NBA greats Larry Bird and Bill Walton, plus Rebecca Lobo. Hoop it up Sunday.
You know, he's a combination of quickness and finesse combined with strength and power.
Elijah does it all. How do you stop it? You just can't stop it.
Recently, we profiled Rebecca Lobo. She was Women's Player of the Year, and she led UConn to the national title. Now her sights are set on a gold medal at the '96 Olympics.
Rebecca was one of 11 players chosen for the USA basketball women's national team. They'll spend the next year training and playing in exhibition games and promoting women's basketball. And forward Lisa Leslie introduced us to the team.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now the time.
Hey, whoop it up, yeah.
This is Jennifer Azzi. Normally we refer to her as Cavs, but today we would just refer to her as a similar yet prettier Mark Price.
Hey, it's him.
Tree has that outside move, she has a spin move, she has a finger roll, and she's slapping backboards with two hands. You know, we've given Teresa that honor to be compared to Joe Dumars.
I'm just surprised, Lisa, you've been so nice, though.
Well, you know, we are on camera. Katie, how do you feel about being compared to Dan Marley?
Yeah, there's thunder in the air tonight.
Thunder, Dan Marley, beautiful! And Ruthie, I think you taking that outside shot. What's the limit on your range? Is it really half court?
There's no limit. If I can see the basket, I'm gonna let loose of it.
The rest of the team includes Rebecca Lobo, Don Staley, Carla McGee, Nikki McCray, and former Player of the Year, Cheryl Swoop.
Swoop, there it is! Swoop, there it is!
Well, we've never had a team train together for a year.
You get an outlet on this side. I don't want to see you turn to this side and make the outlet pass.
And this, I think, will give us our best chance to really accentuate the athleticism and the individual skills of the players and also put it together to make it the best team possible.
We're going to deny out. Once she gets it, we're going to back up one hand out and expect them to drive.
Right, on feet, yeah.
And it'll just give us an opportunity to let young girls look at us and choose maybe one player and say, that's who I would like to be like.
Go, Rebecca!
Hopefully it'll give the country a chance to rally around one certain women's team, and to be a part of that is just unbelievable.
And one thing about these ladies, they can play. I mean, you think that, oh yeah, it's girls basketball. I'd like to see somebody go out there and try to play against them. They have skills.
Not me. That's it for today. Next week, we take our show on the road for the NBA Finals. We will be on location to bring you all the excitement as Akeem and the Rockets try to defend their title.
Don't give them anything easy. The defense, dog. That's it. The defense, baby.
We'll see you next week right here on NBA Inside Stuff.
So long, everybody.
Well, not exactly right here. We'll be away.
Yeah, but boy, I'm looking forward to the finals, the NBA Finals.
Dream on, dreamer, life gets in your way. Dream on, dreamer, life gets in your way.
Hotel accommodations furnished to NBA Inside Stuff by ITT Sheraton. ITT Sheraton. Our world revolves around you.